All right, well, I've just had to bite the bullet and tear out the seats and the floor covering. We had a rat and mice invasion. I've been slowly finding all the ingress points, and after I get to this point and I had everything cleaned out, that 99% of the stench gone, I was looking underneath here and I saw where they had eaten through a boot that goes around the steering column seal, or steering column. Well, I went online to try to identify that and find a replacement. All I could identify was the fact that it's been discontinued and it's not available. I tried to find an aftermarket, that didn't work. And the junkyards around here are basically all focused on newer models. I've never had any luck at all for 97 there, or any category of years that would have fit. So you can see here where they've chewed on that boot, and that's how they're getting in. One of the ways they're getting in. So, not having what I needed, I just cut the base off of a container, drilled a hole in the middle, cut a slit. So I'm going to try to slip it around that thing. And there's some bolts going through the firewall that hold the actual seal on. So I'm going to try to thread a nut on the outside of those bolts, maybe a nut and some washers, to hold this on around that. And maybe later down the road I can come up with a better fix if I ever do run across one. But at the moment, I'm just more focused on keeping the gosh darn animals out. I've already sealed up all these other points here on this side and on the other side. And today I just pulled the squirrel cage or the HVAC fan out, making sure that it wasn't infested. It wasn't. It's pretty clean in here. But what had happened, besides the nasty sewer that they had in here, they had built nests behind these trim pieces where the speakers go in the back corners of the cabin here on both sides. So I had to dig out the nest, and of course, like I said, the associated sewer, and this trench here was just full of crap. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Then I checked up here. I pulled this plate off. It's a metal plate that covers this area. And I checked the blend door area. And assuming they're not in the actual duct, I hope like crazy. Now this is sealed up, unless that blend door is open, and it's been closed. I can see where they scrabbled and gnawed on the inside of it trying to get through it. So I hope that there's no more evidence inside the ductwork. I hope that this was it. But this is one place that they just love. And of course they chewed through, I think these are the speaker wires, so I've got to fix that. And they chewed through this, which I have no idea where it goes to because I can't find the other end. It might be behind the padding. I'll have to pull that out a little bit and take a look. See if I can reconnect that. I'm not sure what it goes to. And of course the flooring was rubber pad. It wasn't in bad shape. It just needs to be, wiped down, some bleach. The seat was terrible, but I did have a covering on it. So I think I'll be able to at least clean it up to the point where I can use it. But this is the biggest part right now, getting that steering column boot area covered up. And here's the other area where they felt like they wanted the nest. Otherwise, the floor is pretty clean. Not a lot of rust points. Got some rust in this channel. I wish I knew what type of covering originally went over that. I'd like to replace it. That's all I got for now. Well, I decided to use the original plastic underneath of a metal plate. And I've got another small little patch that I'm going to put right over the slit that I cut to enable me to go around the steering column shaft here. Of course, that won't keep fluids out. So before I wrap this all up inside, I'll get some spray foam. And I'm just going to foam the heck out of this and then just let movement of the column basically dig its own little hole through the foam. It won't impede it at all. And I'll do that on the outside also. So that might keep water and other smaller pests out. But this will definitely take care of the rat issue. Okay, so here's the finished product. It's not pretty at all, but it works. So a piece of plastic with a hole cut in the center and a slit to go around underneath. Then the exterior is a piece of sheet metal, and then another sheet metal to go over the slit in it that allowed me to go around the column, just to tie it together so they didn't force their way through if they got in that far. And well, it'll keep the rats out. I'll work on the water issue and, like I said, the smaller pests with some spray foam. That's it for now. Okay, I was able to get the last can of spray foam that I had working. You know how that stuff is, use it once and it clogs up, hardens up. I was able to get it working again. So I foamed inside there, and I'm just gonna basically let it be as it is. It looks ugly, but no one's gonna be back there looking at it. One thing about the foam, if I ever do need to get in there, it's easy to cut out. And then, of course, on the interior, I foamed in there again. So hopefully we're rat and bug proof now. We'll see over the course of time.